Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV. It's the Uncensored Match build-up show. It's back for a brand new pre-season. Liverpool taking on Tranmere in the first of 9 games that we'll probably be desperately bored of by the time we get to Barcelona and Mainz. Chris is here. Why wouldn't he be? Steve's here. Aubrey's here. Everyone's happy. They've just done done the winger, such attacking midfielder, building a perfect player. Oh, happy with that?
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Still friends?
It was amazing, and you need to go and check it out. Yeah. And they can check it out, you know, on the redmentv.com. It's £2 a month.
But are you,
for the first month.
Given that we've now got to go talk about a match, you all okay
God,
with each
yeah.
other?
It was more than friendly. We had to cut the first take out because I said a word I'm not allowed to say, which is surprising.
Interesting.
So, and you'll never know what that word is.
And you'll never know, and you never will. Great. Simple question then, Chris, and we do this every single year without fail.
And every single
after post international break. The footy's back, you know, we've had the Euros. Are you excited to have proper footy?
Of course I am. Just look, pre-seasons, it's one of them things, isn't it? You know, you've got to dampen your expectations, I think, a little bit. And we've done a show on the entirety of pre-season as well, on you know where I'm going with this.
The redmentv.com, completely free for the first month. Carry on.
The back, baby, the plugs. No, but seriously,
like
you do get excited about pre-season, but it's more about watching individuals and watching relationships build and stuff like that, rather than I'm going to see the Liverpool side, because I'm not going to see the Liverpool side against Tranmere that starts the Premier League season.
Exactly. I mean, I'm excited because I just love Liverpool Football Club.
It's nice, and going to match is good as well.
Yeah.
And obviously it's around the corner, so we're all going. I like pre-season for 2 reasons. A, you get, like I say, it's just a way to see Liverpool again, which is always nice. And B, seeing new players.
Yeah.
And and we've actually made transfers in time for the first friendly for once, which is a bit un-Liverpool-like, and they're all pretty much going to be around thereabouts. Nice to see. It's going to be good to see. Like I say, it's not the team because the Euros and there's players on holidays and stuff.
There's a surprising number of players there, though.
But there's enough players where it's not going to be full of kids.
Yeah.
And again, Klopp might use some of these friendlies for that reason, but the under-21s have got their own tour coming up soon, so most of them are going to go on that. But it's again, match Friday night, jobs are good, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Same, Aubrey?
Yeah, I'm massively excited now. It'll be dulled. It'll be dulled after the
match. It always is, though, isn't it?
Because of course it is, and it's ridiculous and being suckered into thinking it's going to be a proper game of football, and it's not. It's a glorified training exercise.
But they use their feet.
But they can use their feet. I got into watching that.
So Aubrey discovered the video of the Liverpool team. Was it? What were the teams? Lovren versus.
It was called
Mane.
Team Lovren versus Team Mane, but as we talked about, it was more Team Lovren versus Team Matip.
Yeah.
In the goals.
And they could only head it to each other, and if it fell on the floor, they had to pick it up and throw it up. And you go, that sounds a bit shit, and then you watch 2 minutes of it, and you're like,
this is the best game ever.
And then you see Klopp pissing himself laughing, watching it, thinking, we dreamt this up in the bar last night, and look at these dickheads, they're doing it.
That should be a real sport. It's amazing.
It should be. I think it's better than handball.
Fully enjoyable.
It's
not better than handball, lads.
It's definitely better than handball.
It's better than women's handball.
My dad watches handball a lot, and I watch a little bit of handball because of it. Handball's a good sport.
No, I'm not disrespectful handball.
I don't know. I've not really seen much of lacrosse. I've seen
my
lacrosse in movies.
Yeah, my knowledge
American
of lacrosse
Pie being the main one.
Ostraker playing and Stifler playing in the big game, and then running off to sing "Do You Believe in Magic?"
So yeah, Liverpool v
Spoilers.
And completing their character arcs. Yeah, it's good though. It will be ultimately. This will be dead shit. But here's the thing: so many of these games are played at half pace. You know what I mean? You get 5-10 minutes where it goes, hey, we're back playing footy, and then they go, oh, Jesus wept. And there probably will be that because Klopp's running these guys into the ground at the moment, isn't he? But there's so much to prove from so many of the players that are there, Chris, that we could see some really, these guys taking this incredibly seriously.
Of course, I mean, if someone like Mane was to start the game, he is going to want to go out there and prove himself to Liverpool fans straight from the off, because that relieves pressure. Yeah. There are going to be those type of situations across the entire football field for different players, for different reasons. I'll give you another one. John Flanagan needs to get game time. He's going to absolutely somebody.
Some Wall Tranmere lad who's getting volleyed 10 foot in the air. I think everyone says you shouldn't do it. We all make our minds up on a player straight away.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. Give him half a season. Deep down inside, you can tell that I can play. And so all the new signings, we've got that Klopp hasn't seen some of these on at football, but he's seen them in training and stuff, that the lads who've been on loan. He hasn't seen them play. Yeah. He'll know he'll think he could be a good player, and then he watches it on a pitch, even in a friendly, and he can go,
well, look at Adam Bogdan and how he's been summarily binned off because of 2 really bad performances. Yeah. I don't think you can necessarily go, right, he's nailed on as a Liverpool player based on pre-season, but I think you can write yourself off.
Oh, but if you let a goal in off a corner, you're not playing goal for Liverpool.
That's it, because if you can't, like as an Andre Wisdom, he's an example of that up. If he can't handle someone in a pre-season friendly at this stage against someone who's playing like 5 divisions below him or whatever, then there's probably not much down for him.
Yeah, there's no chance, is there? And that, again, Wisdom comes into that bracket of, we probably all wrote him off. Who knows? You know, you might need, especially if we've let Colo go, we sell Skirtle, him competing with Gomez for that 4th choice and then the 5th choice centre-half, you're going to need players like that. I think Ilori is definitely, because Ilori's been there, I think we know Ilori's not going to be a Liverpool player. Andre Wisdom could work himself into it if he has a dreadful pre-season, and it doesn't even need to be from our eyes, it's from what Klopp's told him to do. So if he shows, no, he can't press when he needs to press, or no, he can't stand off and let the other defender go when he needs to go, or he's not watching the marking from corners, there's nothing down for you, and you'll be on the loan list, or pushed out the door by the end of the transfer window. And there's a couple of players that will fall into that camp.
The only issue I have with the first pre-season game is sometimes you will see, and because the internationals and stuff, you see lads who aren't Liverpool players. Yeah. We might see Balotelli on Friday, for example. Yeah. He's not. We're going to sell him. Yeah. At some stage, he's not. Whether you have to pay him off.
I would be keeping him wrapped firmly in cotton wool. That's what Rafa did when he got rid of him from Inter. That's the only thing that annoys me on these games is sometimes a lack of numbers means you get that frustrated. I'd rather play a kid. I'd rather give a 16-year-old who might have a little future. See whether we do that or not, because I think you're right. But also, it's like anything. Was there a not Lucas Leiva account years ago? I think it probably still is on Twitter, and it was that great line from it, and it's something on the lines of, it's pre-season, you can't make any firm judgments about anything. Aquilani's amazing now, and it's we'll probably see someone like Balotelli. The perfect example of that is he might figure, and he's the kind of guy who'd probably score, and you'd have all the Balotelli fanboys frothing at the mouth.
It's Danny Pacheco.
It's Danny Pacheco, except he'll probably score.
Oh, Andre Vodden was good in pre-season as well.
Yeah,
but
Joe Cole, Suso scored a good goal against Preston. I think. Well, yeah. There you go. Any surprises, Chris? Do you think?
From a Liverpool team perspective,
you wrote the agenda, so whatever you meant by that.
I think there will be. I think there will be some surprises, mate. I think.
Just going, like, okay, yeah, nice one, Jürgen.
That backfired totally on me, you know. That was supposed to be me questioning you, and you were like, just turn that round on me. Yeah. Bastard.
Turnabout, as they say, is fair play.
Surely by surprises, the only thing I can think of is he going to work on a formation that we've not seen before? Is there something, is Klopp nailed on for 4-3-3, which we all think he is? Or because we've got like 55 centre-halves at the minute who might get a game, he could experiment with something like that.
I think it could be the centre-forward.
2 up front.
Yeah, or not even that in terms of the formation, but I think we mentioned it again around about the office that I think his name's Ben Woodburn. He was like a 16-year-old English-Welsh kid, and they were raving about him back in January. He's apparently been training with the first team squad. We know Origi's not there. We know that Sturridge isn't there. We know Benteke's not there. So Ings will be there. How far along is he? Balotelli's there. It could come down to this thing that you're saying. Do you go and play someone who's just going, or do you give a little run out?
I'd love to know whether Alan Rodriguez is going to be playing.
Yeah.
I think,
the whole work permit.
The whole work permit stuff. I mean, what we then decided was if Grujic can't play because of his work permit issues, then it makes sense that Rodriguez will need to have.
But then if they're allowed to train, are they allowed to play friendlies? Does this count as a game? We don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, my political knowledge has increased in the last few weeks, but not so much. I mean, even now, I've got no idea what work permits are. So yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Conclusive then, possibly.
We'll find out.
Yeah, the only other one is maybe Trent Alexander-Arnold, because he's a Scouser and I want to see him with Rossiter moving to Rangers. There's no one. You've got Flanagan. Basically, I want to see a great Scouse hope come through.
What about in terms of tactics? Does anyone think we won't play 4-2-3-1?
No, I've wrote 2 teams down. And both of them are 4-2-3-1.
The only I really like when Liverpool play for 2 up front. Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's better, but obviously Klopp likes playing with the.
I think Aubrey, I think there is a case to be made that if you're gonna experiment with a formation, the next 2 games or so, just to arbitrarily pick a number of games out, is probably it, because there is a case that you say, if you nail your colours to the mast and say this is our formation from day one, then you're almost saying to every other manager in the league, right, start preparing a plan for this. And I know that's that much different because we've got 50 games. So if you play 2 in 4-4-2, it's not really going to make a much deal difference to that. But it could be a result of that. We'll probably find ourselves solidifying on the formation, probably once we get to the US tour, maybe.
Yeah. John in the office was making an interesting point, and Klopp's talked about how he wants wingers and how we need to play wingers. And we've now actually got more winger options, as in Markovic is back, and we've bought Mane, who can play on the wing.
Jordan Ibe.
There's Jordan Ibe and Shea Ojo.
Yeah.
Shea Ojo part of the...
Yeah.
He's not with the under-19s yet, is he?
Don't believe so.
So you've got 4 options there. And he's writing an article. I don't know whether it's on the website yet. It'll probably be on the website by the time.
We're going plug crazy. Keep going.
Insane. But there's not...
Is that the redmentv.com?
It's on, yeah, of course. And
/blog.
It'll be with this if you watch it on the website.
Yeah. And basically it's like saying how we might see in pre-season that we play a lot more width and just to trial that out. So even though we're used to the 4-2-3-1, but they were very like... They were put like Lallana, Firmino, Coutinho.
It's what we did at the end of last season.
Yeah, the B team at the end of last season where it was Shea Ojo and Ibe. You'll see a lot more of that, but with different personnel filling those roles. So you'll see Mane and Markovic occupying those roles.
The pseudo-diamond 4-3-3 is a potential, I think, that we might see with you two more of a central, and then your 10. You guys.
I would just like to see us, and again, I want to see us replacing the team.
Yeah.
We just look so much better when and especially if they're good players. You know what I mean? So Mane, that's what Mane's been brought in because he's quick and he scores goals.
Yeah.
So if he's going to play as we all presume from the right, then maybe we could. Then that does allow you to. That you're almost playing 2 up front if he's cutting in. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily have to have 2 strikers on the pitch.
Yeah.
He can get himself in the box basically.
Yeah, someone else makes the numbers up on the opposite side.
Exactly. So that's how I see Klopp doing this season. I think it's 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3.
Just to hope everyone got that exactly what that gesture there.
Get in the box.
Absolutely, that is up. Yeah, just that's tactics. I think all we really need from this, Chris, is just 1 or 2 little flashes from players who will still be Liverpool players this time next year. Because I can't be fucked if Balotelli comes on and does something boss.
I genuinely don't think this pre-season we're going to see much of that. I don't think that Klopp's going to fucking waste time on players that he doesn't think are going to feature.
The only time it might happen.
Too ruthless.
The only time it might happen is now is purely a numbers thing while everyone's away. While we've got like 10 lads away or whatever, and the signings aren't in here and whatever. It might be a case. But I agree. I would just say, listen, I'm trying to sell you. I don't want you getting injured. Why waste my time on you? Unlucky mate.
I think, yeah, exactly that. I think there's Smith, Alberto, O'Leary and Balotelli who are pretty much you'd probably think are going, who are in the category of these next 2 friendlies whilst we haven't got those Euros players, could get a game just because you can't have someone playing 90 minutes.
Are all these games just on LFC TV? Do we know?
Mostly, yeah.
I mean, I've got
paper,
loads of information on Tranmere.
You've got a huge
but
dossier
not on LFC TV.
It's on LFC TV.
I just think I know there's someone on LFC TV, but it's also that because I was thinking about this in terms of like the shop window. You know, if it was on BT, like we have been in years gone by, then maybe there is a case to slide someone out. Just go, yeah, you go, mate. Go and give us a couple of tricks and flicks because people will probably just be watching it. But less of an issue if it's considered more of an in-house thing. Chris, you've got some Tranmere information. Do you want to divest?
They play a 4-2-3-1 as well. They finished 6th last season in the conference. The guy that we've got to look out for is James Norwood, who scored 19 goals and 5 assists. I'll be gutted if the two centre-backs that I picked on the starting 11 prediction show can't pick him up.
Yeah.
He's 6 foot tall, but apparently he's a hard worker rather than a target man.
Yeah. Tranmere are a funny one, isn't it? Because I actually forget how far they've slipped at times. I've always
In
had
the
a soft spot
Championship,
for
yeah,
them.
you kind of think, you're always trying to think,
Are they going to come? Are they going to be in the Premier League anytime soon? No. No.
They're garbage, aren't they?
No, they're not. It was when you accidentally flick on like a Saturday morning and it's BT Sport. You're like, oh, Tranmere, and you're like, who the? Like Newport? What? What am I watching? Yeah, unlucky.
Because this comes from Merseyside derby. Can we call it that?
Derby? Yeah.
Let's call it that.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying we can't.
They haven't got purple bins.
That can be your tagline. The Merseyside derby. That's clickbait, isn't it? You can't do that. It'd be murder.
So if we do that and you're not happy with it, this guy right here.
The Merseyside derby. What'll happen next? You won't believe the outcome.
When these guys sat down to talk about the Merseyside derby, you wouldn't believe what happened next.
Yeah. In-house special Merseyside derby. Only we have got, as Chris mentioned at the top of the show, a pre-season preview special on the website. If you are looking for more in-depth content in this kind of format, it's incredible. It's there. We talk about all the things we're looking forward to. We talk about 3 players who we think are in last chance saloon, 3 players who absolutely will prove themselves this pre-season, and then we'd probably spend more time than we should do, as we always do, talking about how much we don't like Mario Balotelli, but there you go. Go check it out. It's completely free for the first month if you want to try it out, and then it's just £2 a month thereafter. If you want to go and do that now, you can. We'll wait. You could probably just pause this, to be fair. Right, I want some score predictions. Let's predict the score.
1-0 to Liverpool.
Go on, Chris.
Yeah. 5-0.
5. Go ahead.
First half team will win 1-0, and the second half team will draw 1-1. So it'll be
Clever
2-1.
bastard. Yeah, I'll go with it.
It's not 2 games, Aubrey. That's just 2-1.
I think we'll win the first half 2-0 and win the second half like 1-0 or draw.
So what you're trying to say is 3-0.
He's right.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say today, but in a roundabout fashion.
No, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, thanks
Time's
for
endless, we're sound.
Listen, you've been in the big boy chair. You need to calm yourself down. Like, you know what I mean?
If any of your subscribers are watching and the abuse I get on that show off you, this is just me getting me own back of it. He got his phone out last week. He's done the blower.
He phoned Aubrey.
I know.
From the couch.
I was
in the chat.
It
I was
fucking
there.
worked.
At work, mate. We got what we wanted
See the
out of
board
that.
this week?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And we put any polls in this one that Tom's going to forget to add in as well?
You can do it.
Should we do a poll of will Tom forget the poll in the next video?
The answer's yes.
Sad. Right, okay. Leave your score predictions in the comments underneath. Go and subscribe to redmentv.com. We're doing some amazing stuff. Looking at Liverpool transfers, looking ahead to pre-season, and looking at building the perfect Liverpool players.
I'd argue that's the best show on the channel.
I'd be worried if you didn't, Steve. You wouldn't be doing your job if you weren't capable of making that case. So, fucking bully you, lad. And we do. So yeah, anyway, thanks very much for watching. We'll be at Prenton Park. If you go on the game, let us know. Tweet in at the Redmen TV, etc., etc. And
Buy me
we'll
a
see
pint.
you post-match. Yeah, go buy Ste a pint. Do it.
And a hot dog.
No diet. Pint will do.
Just a bottle of water then.
No pint. I mean, not that many calories in
Get a
beer.
Bud Light.
No, just Bud will do.
Other beers are available. Anyway, yes, thanks very much. We'll see you at Prenton Park.